Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Dwayne McAllister, and this is my 3 cents. Thanks. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. If you haven't been here before, or if you're a returning viewer of my channel, here on my 3 cents, what I'd like to do is take a few moments to have a conversation with all of you about movies that are either coming out or have come out already. So we focus on movies. Sometimes I might talk about shows a little bit, but overall, I like to just focus on the movies. So with that being said, we can get into our conversation in just one moment. Before we do that, I want to ask one quick favor of you. If you can just go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, do all that great stuff. Please, please, please. It will really be appreciated, because you know how it all goes. All right, with that being said, let's get into our conversation. Thanks. That was a little bit weak. Thanks. It's dinner time. I'm hungry, so I don't know. Whatever. So what we're going to be talking about today is a movie that's coming out. Man, I forgot what days are coming out. Where are my notes? All right, here we go. This movie is coming out on May 9th. So as of right now, there's just a little bit more than a week before this movie comes out. Clown in a Cornfield is coming out May 9th, and it's going to be streaming in theaters. And I've been hearing and seeing the name Clown in a Cornfield get thrown around for a while now. I wanted to save my reaction to the trailer for right now, having this video, watching this video. And so my phone, excuse me. Yeah, I was waiting till right now to look at this trailer because I wanted to have an authentic reaction talking about it right now. I didn't know anything about this movie at all. So it says right here on IMDb that it is, here's the plot, the premise of the story. A fading, seeing things I don't want to see. A fading Midwestern town in which Friendo the Clown, a symbol of bygone success, re-emerges as a terrifying scourge. That's not saying much at all. It's basically just saying that this town is, the population is dying off as far as the numbers go. Like, it's starting to just dwindle out. It's starting to turn into a ghost town. And Friendo the Clown, a symbol of bygone success, apparently re-emerges a terrifying scourge. So I guess people forgot about Friendo the Clown. I assume he's kind of like a town mascot to an extent or whatever. And now his living embodiment has come back to rain terror on the people in this small town. That's what I gather from it. All right, so what we'll do is we will go ahead and check out this trailer real quick and see what is it that we're about to get into. Again, this is my first time watching this trailer, so I don't exactly know what to expect.
This is what I wanted to show you. Isn't it cool?
Yeah, it is really cool. Where'd you get it from?
I'm OG Kettle Springs, baby. I got all kinds of stuff.
Does it work?
Try it.
Oh, gee.
Look out!
They're really big on tradition around here.
Every year, there's this parade where everyone gathers around a Friendo float.
Friendo?
It's the clown on all the Bay Pen corn syrup labels. He's practically a local legend.
Smile, Philly girl. You're about to become a sensation.
Be careful who you hang out with. There's some real weirdos at this town.
Yeah, 6. Very funny, man.
Hey, Ginger! You okay?
There's a psycho dressed up like Brendo, trying to kill us! Call 911! Where's the button, Jen? What is this? What kind of phone is this?
All right. So that right there was the trailer for Clown in a Cornfield. So with that being said, let's have my thoughts on this movie. So it seems like it's pretty straightforward. It seems like there isn't anything really to decipher too much. It's going to be a typical slasher movie where it's a small town. There is some sort of character that everybody knows and loves, and it has some sort of fallen legend that gets tied to it for some reason or whatnot. And for whatever the case might be, that figure comes back and starts killing people, starts having just a slasher's dream, coming up with all these different ways of, having people meet their demise. I don't really like too much that they showed, I guess you could say like a significant way or a significant number of ways that people die in this movie. But since we all saw it already, let's go back and take another look. So now when they were explaining things, I didn't quite understand what he said. I think it was, about right here. This one part where he's explaining who Friendo the Clown is. I didn't quite understand what he said.
Parade where everyone gathers around a friendo float.
A tradition around here.
Every year, there's this parade where everyone gathers around a friendo float.
Friendo?
It's the clown on all the Bay Pen corn syrup labels. He's practically a local legend.
So it seems like they didn't really speak much on who Friendo is in the trailer. They just said that there's a float for Friendo in the parade every year, and that's him. Okay. So, honestly, I think that there's not really too much to talk about with this movie, to be quite honest with you. It looks like it's going to just be a typical slasher movie. You have this creepy looking clown that pops up. Now, I think what's really going to bother people is the fact that a lot of people are scared of clowns. Personally, the quote unquote creepy type clowns, those are the ones that I like the most. Like the happy Ronald McDonald type clowns, I don't like those. Not in a fearful way, but in an annoying way. They annoy the crap out of me, and I wish that they would all just leave. But that's just me. But yeah, clowns like this, they in their own way bring me joy. You can only assume that he's gonna die because, the black guy pretty much always dies. It's been starting to be less and less over the past several years, but pretty much you're in a horror movie, you're black, you're probably gonna die. They still deal with that. But like I said, they've been starting to get away from it a little bit. I saw a movie recently where I won't say what movie it was, but the black person didn't die in that movie. So that made me happy, even though I thought they were gonna die, but they ended up not dying. See this guy right here? So I'm pretty sure he doesn't make it through the movie. He just pops out of nowhere with a crossbow. And so I don't know if she's a big person in the movie or not, but she doesn't make it. So my point is they show a bit too much of the actual victimization in this movie. I would have liked it if they just showed him, like, you know, this shot right here. You just see him walking up with a crossbow, but it's not tied. And then maybe this shot right here, that might have been cool. And then it goes to another scene or whatever. So it leaves you wondering, okay, what's he about to do with that crossbow and everything? I mean, you know what he's gonna do, but what's gonna happen? They just show too much in the trailers now. And this right here was hilarious to me. So they're taking a little jab at the Gen Zs for not knowing how a rotary phone works and all. I remember my grandparents had one of these phones, and when me and my cousins, we were all little kids, like we were used to seeing the phone, but none of us knew how it worked. We just knew that it was a phone. So and we used to just kind of play with it because, you know, it didn't have like all the video games and cell phones and cable TV and all that stuff. So, you know, we'd just be kind of messing with it and everything. But we knew not to pick up the receiver because you might call somebody, and we didn't know how to control who we were going to call, nor did we have anybody that we needed to call. Anyway, I thought that this was funny right here that they took this little jab at the Gen Zs right here. I'm pretty sure that they died. So with that being said, without getting too long-winded, because I know I'm just kind of rambling at this point, I think that this movie isn't going to be anything super amazing, anything super special or anything, but I think it will be a fun movie for people that enjoy watching slasher movies, people that enjoy horror movies. You know, just don't look for it to be anything, you know, too deep, too artistic or thought out or anything like that. Just, you know, just look for it to be what it is. Literally the title, a clown in a cornfield, as was shown literally in one of the scenes here, a clown in a cornfield exacting death upon a bunch of people. They're going to try and make some sort of story out of it for like, this is how you defeat him, or this is how you don't become a victim or whatever, or, you know, this is the reason he's here. But it's not going to be anything crazy. It's not going to be anything special. It's not going to be anything that's you're going to say, oh, that was clever. Oh, I didn't see that twist coming, or at least I wouldn't think so. But I do plan on seeing this at some point eventually. But with that being said, this is going to be an R-rated movie. It's going to be coming out in theaters on May 9th. So with that being said, everybody, if you plan on going to see it, let me know your thoughts on the movie. I'll probably be letting you know my thoughts on the movie after I see it and everything. And then we can continue the conversation there. But with that being said, before we get ready to wrap this up, I just want to ask one more time that you take a moment to like, subscribe, comment, share this video. It would mean so much to me, and let's have a conversation. All right, once again, my name is Dwayne McAllister, and this is my 3 cents. Thanks.